Hey guys, Reggie back with a new video. This will be, I guess, just another top 5 video. And yes, if you were wondering, I did get a haircut. I always get it this way whenever I get a haircut because people were complaining too much. So anyway, today, since Civ 14 out has been out for, I think it's been a week now. No wait, it's been out for 2 weeks tomorrow. Or actually today, since it's past midnight. Anyway, so top 5 reverses. A lot of people think that the Rebirth and Omega Glendios count as reverses. Guys, they do not. They do not have the reverse in their name. And if you try to use Omega Glendios and discard Dragonic Overlord the Rebirth, it will not work. Because he has R-E. Guys, you need to learn that ruling, because there are several people who are trying to argue about that. But no, Dauntless Dominant Drive Dragon is the reverse for Kagero. The Rebirth is something completely different. Just a second. Anyway, so, top 5 in my opinion, and I'll be reading off the effects for them too. At number 5 will be Demon Marquis Amon Reverse. What his effect is, he's the Dark Irregular, if you don't already know. Has 11,000 power, just like all Cross Rides do. You get him in set 12. He was one of the first reverse units. Act. Limit Break 4. Choose one of your Dark Irregular rearguards and lock it. This unit gets plus 1,000 power for each Dark Irregulars in your soul until the end of turn. If the number of Dark Irregulars in your soul is 6 or more, this unit gets critical plus 1 till the end of turn. This ability cannot be used for the rest of the turn. The locked unit card is turned face down, cannot do anything. It turns up at the face of the end at the end of the owner's turn. And then he's cross-ride. If you have Demon World Marquis Amon in the soul, he gets plus 2,000 power permanently. The reason why I put this in the top 5 is because, one, it has not really a cost, because you're gonna probably lock your Vanguard booster or put a grade 3 from your hand into the back row and lock it. And he's really good because he can carry an extra crit. If your opponent doesn't perfect guard, they're probably gonna drop 2 to 3 or more cards out of their hand. So it applies pressure and everything, which is always a good thing to do in this game. Number 4, one of my favorite reversed units, other than Amon. Deadliest Beast DD Ethics Buster Reverse. Now, as a card, I would not put this on here, but for what he can do, got him number 4. Act. Limit Break 4. Counterblast 2 and choose 2 cards from your hand with Beast Deity in the name and discard them. Then choose 2 your Nova Grappler rearguards, not Beast Deity, they can be though, and lock them. Until the end of the turn, this unit gets auto Vanguard Circle. At the end of the battle that this unit attacked the Vanguard, stand this unit. This ability cannot be used for the rest of that turn. And then if Ethics Buster is in the soul, it gets plus 2,000. Now, this card sets off one of the deadliest, I'd probably say turn, one of the deadliest things you can do in this game, and it's called Infinite Hell. What happens is you're going to activate or cross break right into him, Ethics Buster Reverse. You're going to activate his Limit Break, Counterblast 2, choose 2 cards with Beast Deity, discard them, and then lock 2. Usually you want to keep Right Horn unlocked and the 2 front row units so you can get it off. But usually it's 2 Hatred Chaos or a Brainy Papillon and a Hatred Chaos. So what you're going to do is you're going to swing with both your rear guards boosted by Rhyhorn 2. So then you're going to attack with your Vanguard. The Break Ride skill will stand all the rear guards. Will drive check, apply triggers, and then stand the Vanguard again. Then attack the rear guards. That is 5 attacks right there. Then you'll attack with the Vanguard. The Break Ride skill will stand everything back up, making it the 6th attack. Apply all triggers, and then swing with the rear guards again, making it 8 attacks in total. Now, if you have Brainy Papillon and they hit, you can go up to 11 attacks if you're at 5 damage and all of them hit. if Brainy Papillo always hits. So, that's why this card would be put on my list. Number 3 on my list is actually just on here because I know how many people just get so bummed out and lose to this card. Dark Dimensional Robo Reverse Dayusha. He is also the one to have reversed in front of his name instead of after. Just a little fun fact. He is for the Dimension Police Clan, 11,000 power. Limit Break 4, Counterblast 1. Choose 2 of your regards with Dimensional Robo and its card name and lock them. Choose one of your opponent's Vanguard, and that unit gets power minus 10,000 until the end of the turn. So if they're at grade 2, or if they're playing Jewel Knights and they have Salome or Julia on the Vanguard, they're going to 0 or below, because they can go in the negatives. That is confirmed. Then if you have Super Dimensional Robo Dayusha, this card gets plus 2,000 power. This is the... I want to say this is the very first card to get... Or Dayusha is the very first card to get 2 different cross rides. Great Dayusha and Dayusha Reverse. In my opinion, I think they should have done Zeal Reverse so it could see more play. That way you could break right into... Use Original Saber 0 and then... just have fun. Number 2 on my list, you can find him in set 14. He is a triple rare and an SP. And he is probably one of the most fearful cards in my opinion. Dauntless Dominant Dragon Reverse. It used to be Dauntless Dominant Drive, but I guess they changed it before it came over here. Act. Limit Break 4, Counterblast 1, choose one of your Kagero, does not have to be standing, rear guards, and lock it. Until the end of the turn, this unit gets auto Vanguard Circle. When this unit drive checks reveal a grade 1 or greater Kagero, choose up to one of your opponent's grade 1 or less rear guards and retire it. Then this unit gets power plus 3,000 until the end of the turn. And then if you have Dauntless Drive Dragon in your soul, he gets plus 2,000 power at all times. Guys, this card is better. Now, the only deck that this doesn't have a very good matchup in, well, it always has a good matchup as long as everything goes off, but one of the reasons why you wouldn't play this, or why you would play this deck is you're still killing your opponent's rear guards if you retire anything, and then even if you're not, you're still getting power, just as much power as triggers. For every 2 grade 1s you drive check, even if you don't retire, you still get the plus 3,000. That's why I like this card specifically, and if I were to play it, it'd probably be the reverse I'd play more than Ethics Buster. And then number 1, we do not get it until the next set, in set 15, as a triple rare and an SP. He comes from the Aquaforce unit, the embodiment of Aquaforce, the one that Leon sold his soul to the devil to get back. Blue Storm Karma Dragon Maelstrom Reverse. His Limit Break 4 is auto. Limit Break 4, Counterblast 1, choose one of your rear guards, rest it. So it does have to technically be a standing Vanguard, so probably the unit behind the Vanguard, and lock it. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if it's the 4th or more battle of that turn or more, so 5, 6, 7, whatever you can get your attacks up to, you may pay the cost. If you do until the end of the battle, this unit gets plus 5,000 and critical plus 1 and auto. Vanguard Circle. At the end of the battle that this unit attacked, if it did not hit the Vanguard during that battle, or well, no, it doesn't have to even attack the Vanguard. If it just does not hit, draw a card, choose one of your opponents, and retire it. So, whether he hits or not, something's going to happen. Whether it be an extra 2 damage if you're attacking the Vanguard, or I'm going to plus 1, plus 2, and minus you 1. And then the lock cards are turned face down, just like any reverse unit. And then if you have Blue Storm Dragon Maelstrom, in your soul, this unit gets plus 2,000 power at all times. Now, let me get a window up real quick. The reason why I am collecting reverse units, which I am doing, is so that way whenever I update this video, whenever set 15 comes out and I get everything that I need from it, I can show you what the cards look like, and it kind of gets annoying having to do it this way, and the page isn't really loading, so anyway, the reason why Starvader Omega Glendios is worth so much, even the promo itself is still worth like $30 in Japan, is because it has the ability, if you are at 5 damage, you win the game. That's not all of it though. What happens is if all 5 of your opponent's rear guards are locked during your main phase 1, or at the start of your main phase, if you are at 5 damage, you win the duel. Or the fight, my bad, it says fight. Now, I'm not reading this from the card because it just decided not to load. So, that's his ultimate break. His limit break is Counterblast 1, discard a reversed unit. All your opponent's locked units stay locked for a whole nother turn. So it Omega locks, essentially. Then its other one is if all reverse units are treated as Link Joker units. The reason why I don't like Glendios is because if you're stuck and you ride a reverse unit, you cannot attack with your Vanguard if you have a Link Joker rear guard, because it is still treated as that clan. If you're playing Karma Dragon or Aqua Force, and you are stuck with an Aqua Force Vanguard with the Lord ability, all of them have the Lord ability. If a unit without the same clan as this, if you have a unit with the same clan as this unit cannot attack. So it will not work in that. That's one of the reasons why doing hybrid decks is not very viable in this format. And you have a couple people who play Match D with Ashley, but they know that they don't call Blast of Dark until they cross Break Ride for reasons of the Lord ability. There's some people who continue to forget though, which I don't like. So this has been my top 5 video on reverse units. If you guys want, you can comment, rate, subscribe. Check out my friend Jane Storm's channel. All you gotta do is go into the search box above and type in Jane Storm. He has Shadow the Hedgehog as his picture. We are all part of Team Shadow Strike, even though sometimes it doesn't feel like it more often, but he is a vendor, so he does have cards and he'll try to pick them up if you ask for him. I think that's how it works. I'm not 100% certain. I never really got into that business. But I will see you all later.